Good morning, everybody. Well, it's morning here. I'm Lori Larson. How are you doing? So I was just scrolling through Facebook, and I saw some people commenting about gossip and talking about how gossip kills. And I thought it was really interesting because gossip is judgment. Judgment does destroy. There's no doubt about it in my world. And what I noticed was, I'm just so grateful for having a different perspective on things. But what I noticed is that as people commented on this post, they kept going into the rightness of the wrongness of the gossip, and which itself is actually polarization. It's also judgment. And so we don't even know that we're feeding something by our resistance and reaction to it, because we've already aligned and agreed that it's wrong. And so we resist and react to it. And that itself is actually an energy that actually doesn't create more. Definitely not in my world. It's actually really heavy. And I don't have judgment. Really, I truly don't have judgment of these people that were talking about it, because they're onto something. It's like gossip does destroy, and so does judgment. And the thing that I noticed is that, like, until I learned a different perspective, that you can actually, if someone gossips about you, it actually has nothing to do with you. So if someone says something about me, it actually has nothing to do with me. Their perspective, their point of view. Now, there may be information in it. If I keep, hearing from other people, geez, Lori, you could sure be kinder. I could look around and go, is that true? Could I be kinder in this area? And then go, heavy light. Oh, that's actually light. Okay, so I wonder what I could do to change that. And I could ask if it's working for me or not. There's times when kindness is going to work. There's times when firmness is going to work. Your 2-year-old runs out into the road. You're not going to go, oh, honey, come back. While cars are coming down the road. You're going to get their ass off the street. But what I noticed is that so many people, we feel so helpless when we see these gossip, and it's rampant. People having an opinion about someone, like if a mom, makes a mistake or does something with their kid, like people blast them on social media, and like as if this world isn't hard enough as it is sometimes, with all the judgment and points of view and people's opinions about what we do and what we don't do. But the one thing that I know to be true is it doesn't have to stop there, and we don't have to let it destroy us. That gossip that we hear, that judgment that we hear, we don't have to let it destroy us. We can actually look at it and really, that's what I'm so grateful for, these tools that I have now. It's like, interesting point of view, they have that point of view. Interesting point of view, they have that point of view. And I might have to say that 20, 30, 40, 100 freaking times to change the energy of it. Or even interesting point of view, I have that point of view, or whatever it is. But I find that if I say that, it actually truly, really does change the energy of it. And we've got to learn to look at ourselves and find the gift and the beauty and the wonderment and the amazingness, the awesomeness of ourselves. And when we have that, no one else can knock us over. We might get a little bumped, like the wind blowing on a tree or something like that. But we'll be like, does that have information in it for me? Oh, is there something was there something I need to know about this? Maybe I have been really unkind, and I need to know that I've been unkind. And is that what I want to keep choosing? Or is it, I look at it and go, no, actually, I've been okay. I'm okay with what I'm choosing, and that their reaction's actually about them. They're uncomfortable with my kindness. They're uncomfortable with my whatever I'm choosing, and that's where the beauty of question. But when we take this information, someone gossips about us, someone judges us, and we just take it and we bury it inside of ourselves, and we destroy ourselves with it. We destroy ourselves with it, because that shit ain't true. It's got nothing to do with us. And if there is a charge, then what is that? What do we need to do, give, be for ourselves to create something different so that we get back to that lightness and awesomeness that we truly be? You know, someone says something about, you know, I don't know. I just so don't live in the world of gossip. So it's even hard to make something up or think of something, you know, and, but people, in a way, we got to toughen up. Like, we can't, you know, there was a quote that I seen on Facebook just recently, and it said, you know, if we're looking for, if we want peace in the world, and we're looking for, if we really have true peace, then what the rest of the world doesn't actually affect us. Oh, I know I'm not saying it right. Damn, that was a good, you know what? I think I'm going to see if I can find that, because that was such a good quote in my interesting point of view. So let's let me look for it here. But what the gist of the quote also too was that if we're looking for the rest of the world, okay, here it is. If your peace is dependent on silencing the suffering, okay, or silencing the gossip, or silencing the judgment, then your peace isn't peace at all. And you know, I know that I used to buy so much more. Oh God, I used to take things personally. Oh my, you know, and I used to buy into the gossip. I used to buy into the judgment. But that was before I knew that before I found these tools that actually could create the change and create the possibility of a different possibility. The gossip doesn't have to be your story. It doesn't even have to affect you. That seemed, you know, when I first heard that, I thought it was crazy ass impossible. Like, I'm not kidding. I really did. And then, you know, the more I used these tools and the more I looked at it, and the more I played with them, the more I used them, the less I am at the effect of the rest of the world, the less I am affected by others and what they choose and what they say, what they don't say, how they act. And I'm not like gonna say I'm inhuman, and, you know, it could be really good information. You're around somebody, you find out they were gossiping, and you're like, hey, not fun people to play with. What would it take to have fun people to play with? You know, and there was another thing that I posted to Facebook just the other day. It's like, you know, someone, say you've got $86,000, you know, in your bank account, and someone steals $10 from you. And then, so you're going to just give away the other, you know, whatever's left of the 86,000 because, you know, well, someone stole the first bit, so they might as well have the rest. Well, that's the same thing. That's the energy we give to these people that choose to gossip or judge or whatever. And you know what? Hey, you know, this just popped into my head, but how many times have you judged yourself and allowed that to destroy your day or your week or your month? I read this book, Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. She just released a second one, and it said, What If This Is Heaven? And I've been reading her book, and she said, we are gifts just by the fact that we're here. And we need to see that in ourselves. It's not for anyone else to gift that to us, to validate it for us, to acknowledge us. Now, what's funny is that as we start to acknowledge the gift in ourselves, it's like we'll start to see it all over the place, and we'll be like, whoa, where was that before? You know? And as you look for judgment and you look for gossip and you look for these things that hurt or that aren't peace, or the money that someone has stolen from you, and then you give up the rest of your day or week or whatever because of it. And I know this. I used to do this and occasionally still slip in, you know, hey, what else is possible? So anyways, I hope that you maybe get something out of this today. I was really inspired. I didn't even fully get up and do my hair because I was like, oh my God, I got to do a video about this. So, what else is possible? And I really hope that this can create more ease for you. And yeah, my website is www.laurie, Larsen, LAURSEN.com. And I love to do, coaching or assisting or speaking around this kind of information for a different possibility. I've never found anything that has created so much ease in my life, like around the overthinking, around the, being affected or being less affected or not at the effect of others. And how does it get any better than that? So trust me, people, if it's possible for me, it's possible for you. That was kind of crazy. All right. Oh, he's got to say hi. Hey guys. All right. Well, you guys have an amazing day and take care. Thanks for watching. And honor and perceive and receive the gift that you be. Bye.